press, we are here today purposely to address the illegal demolition carried out at Ilaje Otumara community by the traditional rulers in Oloto, exploiting the service of some notorious land grabbers known as Tony Tomori and Sodiq Aromire, who are armed with various dangerous weapons, invaded the community and demolished houses, what normally about 5,000, with an estimated population of about 500,000 people, and with property worth billions of naira destroyed. Ordinarily, this press conference is supposed to have taken place on Friday, 14th of March, at Otumara community. Unfortunately, this said Sodiq Aromire, Tony Tomori, led some talk, invaded the venue, beat up journalists, and held me and my entourage hostage for more than 3 hours before the arrival of a team of police officers led by one DSP, John Emeka, who later released us from the hostage, from the captivity. And that is why we are rescheduling the press conference to Wednesday, 19 March 2025. Here is the text of the World Press Conference. Being the text of World Press Conference addressed by Prince Wamiti Raphael Irowanu, President General Egbe Omolaje Worldwide, the Apex Socio-Cultural Organization and the umbrella body of all clubs, stroke Association Ilaje Nation, on the illegal demolition of Ilaje Otumara community, comprises of over 5,000 houses with estimated population of about 500,000 people rendered homeless at mainland local government area of Lagos State, allegedly carried out by land grabbers in conjunction with some officers of Lagos State government between Friday 7th and 10th of March 2025 at number 36 Okwawa Street, Olodapapa, Ajegunle, Lagos. On Wednesday, 19 March 2025. Please, you can help me change that 17 to 19. Gentlemen of the press, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to this World Press Conference that is conceived to address the satanic, inhumane, and illegal demolition of Ilaje Otumara community, comprises of over 5,000 houses with estimated population of about 500,000 people rendered homeless at mainland local government area of Lagos State, allegedly carried out by a notorious land grabber with their gangs in conjunction with some traditional rulers and some officers of Lagos State government between Friday 7th and 10th of March 2025, with property worth over 200 billion destroyed or stolen. This press conference is being addressed on behalf of the people of Ilaje Otumara in particular and the good people of Ilaje Nation in general. This press conference was originally slated for Friday 14th March 2025 at Otumara community, but was cancelled because of the invasion of the venue of the press conference by thugs, hoodlums, led by Mr. Sodiq Aromire. The President General and his entourage were held hostage for about 3 hours before they were rescued by the police. Before they were rescued by the police, invited journalists were chased away. Held hostage for about 3 hours before they were rescued by the police, attacked the invited journalists, and chased away the victims of the illegal demolition. The incident has been reported to the police for necessary action. Historical background. Gentlemen of the press, historically, Ilaje, who are princes and princesses from Ile-Ife, and whose great-grandfather, Oba Osagagan, was the second Ooni of Ife, migrated to present Ilaje local government area of Ondo State, where some of them later migrated to Lagos State during the 17th and 18th century and spread from Epe to Badagry. Usually, the Ilajes occupy the creek and coastal part of Lagos State. Hence, up to date, Ilaje are to be found in Epe, Sala, Itokin, Agbowa, Ibese, Ikorodu, Majidun, Ajegula Ikorodu, Ajegula Papa, My 12, Ogudu, Oworosoki, Bariga, Iwaya, Makoko, Okobaba, Otumara, Ijorabadia, Aja Ilaje, Bolejo, Ituagan, Kirikiri, Satellite Town, Sibiri, Ojo, extending, of course, to Badagry, where they settled to date. It was fishing activity that took the Ilaje away from their initial homeland in modern southernmost tip of Ondo State to their various locations in Lagos State and beyond. Gentlemen of the press, Pa Emmanuel Otofen Arowojolu of blessed memory, who founded Otumara community in early 1920, was born in 1867 in Odumogu town in the present Ondo State. Pa Arowojolu has 3 wives and 12 children. He was not just a fisherman, he was equally a brave hunter and a good carpenter. These other professions assisted him in no small measure in conquering dangerous reptiles and snakes when he came to Igboawo, Forbidden Forest, now known as Otumara. His experience as carpenter enabled him to build stills in the swampy and muddy terrain called Otumara when he settled there. On his way to Otumara, he passed through the back of European quarter by Julius Berger and came to a village south of present-day National Theatre. There he met Anjola Ayadi. He stayed there a day and left his house of Virgin Land and paddled his canoe towards the east mainland hotel areas. Subsequently, he came to Oto and met 3 bamboo houses where he met Sif Ajayi and Ogudimu, who advised him to look for his own settlement. Consequently, he crossed the Oto River to other end and saw a thick forest called Igbo Aiwo, forbidden fruit. Bones of dead animals and human beings were found and buried by Pa Arowojolu and his children, and make sacrifice and entreat to gods to send evil spirits away from their abode. They cut wood from the forest and used it to prepare a foundation for the first stitch house. It was in the late 1930s and 1940s that he brought other members of his extended family into the community. At this time too, customers, fish hawkers from Onyigbo and nearby began to look for him. He constructed a wooden bridge from Iyaga Street that passed through the back of DTV, a construction company which leads friends, well-wishers, and customers into the community. Thus, from 1940, other ethnic nationalities, such as Isekiri, Uobo, Igbos, Ijos, etc., and of course the daughter of Ojora, popularly called Iya Onigari, Iya Oniras, also live in the community. Gentlemen of the press, it is instructive to note that from 1940, especially when his kinsmen, relations, and other ethnic nationality came into the community, he was given the title of Oloja of Otumara. He settled squabbles between his family and other members of ethnic nationality and ensure peace and tranquility in the entire community. At a time before 1950, customers buying fish from Oloja Emmanuel, from Oloja, Emmanuel Arojolu usually refer to Otumara as Ketebi for ease of reference to themselves. Some people then will say, I'm going to Ketebi. However, from 1950, all these names finally gave way to Otumara, meaning this place is comfortable for me because all the initial obstacles have been conquered. Oloja Emmanuel Otofi Arojolu died in November 1972. His first son, Abel Arojolu, took over the reign of the village, and he was consequently called Oloja, a title he inherited from his father. Gentlemen of the press, Oloja Abel Arojolu continued in the administrative style of his father. Unfortunately, there was a fire outbreak in 1978 that destroyed homes and property, including vital documents of the community. However, in 1989-1990, Oloja Abel Arojolu was advised by some well-wishers to obtain shifter status so that he too can be on the payroll of the Lagos State government. It was this advice that took him to Oto, where he was officially crowned Baale of Otumara with no string or any condition attached. In 1972, the federal government of Nigeria started Sanfili of Idiagbon village. It is purely ethnic cleansing. The traditional rulers in Lagos State, most especially the Dejos, where Ilaje settled. Ilaje by our traditional occupation were fishermen. Wherever there are rivers, you see Ilaje there. Go to Cameroon, go to Gabon, go to Togo, you will see them. We see Ilaje in a large in a community occupied by only Ilajes in Cameroon. If you go to Oron, you will see Ilaje there. If you go to Bayelsa, you will see Ilaje there.
And they live peacefully there.
Anywhere there is water. When they came to Lagos in 18th century, I wanted to go and Google this. During the colonial master, it was the Omakwetu of Mahi land that was in charge of from Ondo State, former Ondo State province, till mainland there, was being controlled by Omakwetu of Mahi land. I want you to go and Google it, Mahi country. You will see it there, very, very clear. Because they are opportunity of having their children in political offices. They use it to maneuver and convert what does not belong to them. So it's purely ethnic cleansing. If we are saying we are all Yorubas, if we are all descendants of Oduduwa, do any Yoruba has right to be waging war against another fellow Yoruba? These people that are waging this war, they are from Abeokuta, Ijebu-Ode, Oyo, Kwara, that are waging war against Ilaje Lagos State. Go and take their profile. They are equally migrated from somewhere to this present place. And they now targeted Ilaje because Ilaje always have that practice of occupying a defined area where they do things in common. It's purely ethnic cleansing, and we will resist it. Purely ethnic cleansing by this tradition. And like I said, in Yoruba culture and tradition, land does not belong to any of us. Land belongs to family. I'm emphasizing that. I'm a bona fide Yoruba person. I am not a slave in Yoruba land. What they want to introduce now, this traditional land, is taking us back to the pre-colonial matter where they want to enslave their subjects. The purpose of having an Oba in an area is for administrative conveniences. Osebawa Odo cannot say he's the owner of the whole land in Odo town. Or the Jovakure will not say, or the owner of Oni, who we believe is the #1 traditional land in Yoruba land. We now said the whole land in Yoruba land belongs to him. Where is that done? It is family that owns land and not Kabesi. And when were they even installed as Kabesi? Just yesterday. This is the second Oloto that will be on the throne. So because they have installed you as Kabesi, therefore all the land belongs to you. It's an aberration. It's against Yoruba culture and tradition. Anybody who's in Yoruba, go and find out. And I'm very sure even in Igbo land, ownership of land is made by family and clan. It's not by the Egwe. I'm very much aware of that. So it is pure ethnic cleansing. They want to make sure once they take over this land, they will go and share it. We have the list of people where they have displayed like Morocco, like Otogbemi in Itedo, they have shared all this land and be selling it at an exorbitant price. What do they want to do with the houses they are building? These people are very close to their grave. They cannot spend the number of years they have spent on earth again. Why are they creating problems for the poor? Why don't they allow the poor to live?